What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? I've actually been looking forward to doing this for a while. So this right here is the NZXT H2. It's a small form factor case that you can actually fit a 280 millimeter AIO in this. You can fit a full-size GPU. It reminds me, it's got the NZXT H3 vibes, if you guys remember the NZXT H3. Really quality riser cable. I'm really excited because we're actually going to put a nice, pretty powerful build inside of this when we're all said and done. And it should be really fun to build in. And it's going to look good, which is the other part that actually I think is going to be pretty rad. So anyway, let's talk about the parts we're putting inside of it. So first and foremost, CPU-wise, we're going to use, well, not the highest end. Now there's the Ryzen 7 9850X3D, but we're going to use the Ryzen 7 9800X3D. AMD is actually sending me more 9850s, and we have our first AMD stream next week. And so this is it right here. This is the Ryzen 7 9800X3D, and we are going to be cooling it inside of this, guys, and I'm very excited. I love these because they are just massive screens, and it's going to look so good inside of this case. We have the NZXT Kraken Elite 280 RGB. It's got a monster screen, beautiful. I like the cooling on this. It's just going to look really good by the time we're all said and done, which is, I think, going to be great. For the motherboard we're putting inside of this, it's tiny. It's the ROG Strix B850i gaming Wi-Fi. Nice tiny motherboard. You still have things like, I think it still has Wi-Fi 7, all that sort of stuff, which I think will be great. You got Gen 5 NVMe, all that kind of jazz. So it's a beautiful motherboard, nice and small, should look really good inside of this case. We're gonna be throwing in some real parts here, guys. We're going crazy. 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. I think it's CL what is it? CL36, so CL36 DDR5, 32 gigs non-RGB, and then we have a 2 terabyte MP600 XT from Corsair. So plenty of storage for this bad boy. And then we're using the new C850 SFX from the folks over at NZXT. This is their SFX PSU, so a little bit smaller, which will be really good. Should keep our cables and cable management and all that stuff under control. And then, of course, keeping in the SFF, we're going to use the Prime 5070 Ti from the folks over at ASUS. And then keeping things, GPU and all that sort of stuff, all contained to the fine stuff over within Armory Crate. So it should be good. But yeah, that should be all the parts, which I think are going to be cool. And then we're going to start getting our motherboard together. All right, here we go. Here's our very tiny motherboard. I don't have the audio clicker.
No,
we cannot.
Decibel meter.
Yeah, the decibel meter is currently, we're gonna have to cancel that. I forgot, it's in the middle of AIO testing right now, guys. Yeah, we're gonna have to let that one go. Sorry, can we go ahead and refund that? Let me just zoom in on me real quick. Blondie was wrong. There we go, that's all you need to know. No, it's in the middle of being tested right now. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you go. Ooh, that was actually really good clicks too. And the thing is, the other ones that we used didn't do all that well. So we only used that one. By the way, just so you guys know, Mama Robeytech says I can't wear that gray jacket anymore. It looks terrible on me. All right, there we go. 2 terabytes just being flung around like crazy. Oh man, by the way, I want to show you guys something. Here's the deal. And this is how you make a 1 terabyte NVMe, okay? You'll see, you take the two, and then you mate them together, okay? Just a couple times, just like that, okay? And then what you do is you leave an empty box on the counter, and then in 9 months, you'll have a 1 terabyte NVMe. And it's pretty cool. I will save you so much money. Okay guys, we have a motherboard done. Let's strip this case. Okay guys, here we go. Time to start putting this together here. This is where order of operations is interesting because we don't know how this is going to work. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the motherboard in. Make sure it's a little bit more centered there. There we go. Okay, so we got that in. So let's get our GPU out. Dude, this thing can fit a pretty big GPU in it. All right, here we go, guys. So we're going to put this in right here. Dude, this is the perfect card for this, I got to be honest. All right, so there's that. And you could put a bigger card. I still have room here, but. Okay, we're gonna throw the PSU in, and then we're gonna do our AIO, and then we'll hook all the other stuff up and get it done. Here it is, guys, ready for the cute PSU. So pretty. There we go. So this little small PSU is going to go right here. Now the question is like, how is this all going to route when we get the AIO in? For now, we'll get them plugged in. There we go. Okay, so far, looking pretty good. So I'm going to start getting the AIO together. Okay, so we got the giant cable now. Okay, here we go. Oop, that just fell in there. Okay, so that, if I move this. Just gotta get the first one.
It's totally crazy, but you could take the bracket off for this part, right?
Oh yeah, you can. Oh wow. I didn't even notice that. That's gonna make this way easier. Well, thank you, Brian. Thanks for letting me get 3 hours into this and then realize that I could just do that.
No one ever questioned the master builder.
I didn't even see that. You can take this off. I'm just gonna get one in. I get lucky. I'm guessing now. Okay, so this is gonna go like that. Let's see if this will go down and sit in there. I don't think it will, but we're gonna try. Oh, maybe, no, it did. Okay, so this is gonna go up here like that, and then that'll be rounded around. I think that's the route, I think. Okay, we have all of the parts now are all hooked up. Now it's just about cleaning it up. And there it is, yeah? I think it looks good, right? What do you guys think? Does it look clean? I think it'll look clean. I think the fact that you will only have that one screen is gonna look really nice. Woo, here we go, guys. Time to click her on. Do the duty. Well, that sounds bad. Okay, here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. What do we see? I see lots of stuff. See, that looks so clean. Just a nice, clean look to it. I like this, dude. This build is great. Yeah, nice little powerful build with clean cable management and clean look to it. This thing is a giant perforated, case of awesome. Okay, so let's take a look here. Thermals, 9800, it's sitting at 31. 10 minutes, multi, boom. Here we go. And we're sitting at 52, 76, 77, and now it's spinning up. So it looks like it's gonna be about 78 under load. Definitely starts spinning up a little bit more, but sitting at 78 under load, which is fine. Okay, so we're good there. I don't think we're gonna have any problem there. Let's just take a look at gaming temps. That's great. Both great temps. I blocked the overlay. You can't see it. Oh, there you go. And there we go, guys. There it was. Temps were great. GPU and CPU temps were great. Never getting into the mid 60s at the most, right? So that's the Cyberpunk, so it'll be better than that just for most games. And yeah, it's 108 FPS. Beautiful, beautiful little package right there. And honestly, it was not a hard build. We did it in sub 2 hours, which is and that was sub 2 hours with a bunch of me talking about a bunch of other stuff. So all in all, like, pretty easy to build in, lots of room to just kind of do cable management. The fact that you can actually remove the front mount and do the AIO mount was actually really straightforward. I would definitely recommend, if you could, doing an AIO that has a screen like this. Anyway, guys, huge shout out to NZXT for hooking us up with the parts, a lot of the parts for this build. If you guys have any questions, you can check out the case over at nzxt.com. That is it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you, love you, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.